All right, let's talk about a problem I see all the time, even with experienced developers. You've written a Python class, but it's just a total nightmare to debug. Well, as someone who's been in the trenches for a while, I want to show you a really simple fix that's going to take your classes from confusing to crystal clear. So, let's just dive right in.
You know the drill, right? You've spent all this time carefully building your class. You create an instance of it, and then you go to print it out, maybe to check on its state, and you get this complete gibberish. It's a classic, frustrating Python moment.
So what is this thing? Well, this is just Python's default way of showing you an object. All it's really telling you is the class name and where it's living in memory, which, let's be honest, is not helpful for you when you're trying to figure out what's going on, and it's definitely not helpful for anyone who's actually using your code. Okay, let's fix this.
So, our very first job is to give our object a clean, readable face for the outside world. This is all about clear communication, for the end user. And why does this matter? Well, because clear outputs make your whole program feel more professional and way more intuitive to use.
And the way we do this is with a special method that we call dunderstring, or __ string. Its entire reason for existing is to give a nice, clean output that's meant for human eyes. You should really think of it as the public face of your object. It's what you want people to see when they hit print.
And here is where you really see the magic. Just look at the difference here. On the left, we've got that useless memory address we started with. But on the right, just by adding that simple __ string method, printing the exact same object now gives us a perfectly clear output. Item name, laptop. I mean, come on, that is so much better.
Okay, so that's great for our users. But what about us? What about the developers? When we're in the weeds debugging, we need more detail. We need a representation that's actually built for us. So let's check out another special method that does exactly that.
Just imagine you're in an interactive console, or you're digging through log files, trying to find a bug. A pretty output is nice to have, sure, but what really matters is precision. You need to know exactly what that object is, with all of its important attributes laid out.
And this is exactly where repr comes in. It actually stands for representation, and its whole job is to give you an unambiguous, official string that is incredibly useful when you're developing. This is your internal, for your eyes only view of what's going on inside that object.
And this slide just illustrates the power of a good rep so perfectly. Look at that output. The convention, the best practice, is to make your rep look like a valid Python expression that could actually recreate the object. You can literally copy that output, paste it back into your code, and boom, you get an identical object. That is an absolute game changer for debugging.
Okay. If you're still a little fuzzy on which one to use and when, don't even worry about it. I have one simple analogy that I promise will make this all click into place for good. Just think of _string as your object's business card. It's polished, it's friendly, and it gives the public just the key information they need. _rep, on the other hand, well, that's the driver's license. It's for official inspection, it's totally unambiguous, and it has all the crucial data you need to uniquely identify the object. The bottom line is, your classes really need both.
Now that you get the what and the why, let's just quickly cover the how. If you follow these simple rules, your classes are going to be so much more robust and professional.
So best practice number 1, always start by implementing a solid rep. Make it ambiguous and ideally make it so you could recreate the object from it. Then you can go ahead and add that readable user-friendly string. And here's the real key. If you only have a rep, Python is smart enough to use it as a fallback whenever string is needed. And that's exactly why your rep is the foundation you build on.
So let's do a quick final showdown to wrap it all up. _str is all about readability, and it's for your end users. _repr is all about being unambiguous, and it's for you, the developer. And just remember, _repr serves as that essential fallback. If you get your _repr right, you've built a solid base for a really well-behaved class.
Seriously, by just implementing these two simple methods, you can completely transform your classes. They go from being these silent, confusing black boxes into clear, communicative, and, most importantly, easily debuggable parts of your program. So don't let your objects mumble. Make them speak clearly. Go give it a try in your next project.